Shalom, call Halayim La Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem Kakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. And sincere Shalom to the 144,001 Now, it's a lot of things that just happened on this leading up to the New Year's, and on the New Year's Day, a lot of things popped off. And that's just a sign, clear sign that 2025 is going to be a much more evil year than 2024. Before I start going into this things that happened in 2025, for reference, in 2024, I believe it was the Empire State Building, and I think the Statue of Liberty got struck by lightning at the same time going into 2024, if I'm not mistaken. Let me look that up real quick. All right, it's going to be hard to find this information because of what happened this year. But if my memory serves me correctly, going into 2024, so 2023 to 2024, you had a very similar occurrence with these lightning strikes. So if you haven't heard already, lightning struck the Empire State Building, the One World Trade Center, and the U.S. Capitol all on the same day leading up to this New Year's. So what does that tell you? That tells you that the Heavenly Father is about to increase this judgment on the earth. Let's get this right here. That was an omen, otherwise known as a sign in the heavens. This is Acts 2:19. And I will shew wonders in heaven above, and signs in the earth beneath, blood and fire and vapor of smoke. So guess what? That was a sign. Lightning striking three very critical, very important buildings to the U.S. and the earth, the whole entire world. And people, even people of the world, are understanding and comprehending what type of that's not a coincidence. People are there's no possible way you can say that's some type of coincidence, man. Let's get this right here. Then you got the chariots busting moves in the sky, in the heavens, with the drones. You know, it was a video I saw. It was an orb, the stereotypical chariot, right? That golden amber orb shoot down a drone. So guess what? The Heavenly Father is gonna have Esau make a move, and then he's gonna bust his move on the right hand side. This is Jeremiah 10:2. Thus said Yahweh, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. So the heathen are dismayed at the signs in heaven. And just wait, there's going to be much more critical, much more miraculous works in the sky, man. Let's go into that word dismayed. And it means to break down either by violence, fear, or confusion. So when you're dismayed, you're confused and scared. Yeah, imagine you see something in the sky that, they say with the lightning striking that, oh, it can be explained by science, and they use that fucking delusional logic to say, oh, since it can be explained, that means it's not as bad and it didn't come from the Heavenly Father. Well, of course, you're a fucking idiot for even thinking that way, you know, because the Heavenly Father created everything. He created air, He created our lungs. So, so since it can be explained how we breathe oxygen, that must means that, oh, it doesn't mean much, right? The Heavenly Father didn't allow us to breathe what we call oxygen. And again, the Heavenly Father, like Bakwar Amas said, he brought in plagues that can quote unquote be explained by science. Like what was it, the locusts, or was the locusts and the frogs that were brought in by the wind? That happens all the time. I saw in China, I think it was raining fish. It was raining fish, snakes, frogs, all types of creatures because of the wind. So that quote unquote can be explained, and famine can be explained because of drought and diseases that like what happened in Ireland with the potato famine. But just because something can be explained doesn't mean the Heavenly Father didn't do it, because he created everything. He even created the concept of explanation. You understand? Now another event that happened was this terrorist attack in New Orleans, and they were trying to hype it up as he was an immigrant. Comes out he was a U.S. citizen from Texas. I think he had about a decade in the military, and I think they were saying that he was inspired by watching um, ISIS videos. So they're trying to say that, oh, you watch a video and inspires you to do something bad. That means the video's bad. And the first thing that came to my mind was how what was it, Vocab Malone was saying how Islamic or whatever are got inspirations to do things because of GMS, Hebrew Israelites, and whatever else. So that's the angle Esau potentially is going to go with, because you see the setup, try to connect Islam with the Hebrew Israelites, and it's going to fail. Let's get this right here. This is the end of Esau right here. Revelations 12 and 10. And I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now has come salvation and strength in the kingdom of our power and the power of Hamashiach. For the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which accused them before our power day and night. So it's not going to work. Your accusations are going to fail. And this Hebrew Israelite thing is going to go mainstream eventually. Now, through the Spirit, I don't believe Esau is going to allow uh, Israelites to have a main platform on a mainstream level to dispute their cause, so to speak. I doubt Esau's going to allow that, and Esau's just going to come down with full force, full throttle with it, man. Let's go into that word accuser in the Greek. Funny. I don't see the word accuser in the concordance. Hold on. All right, I see it. I see accused, but accuser. Strange. But anyways, accused. An accuser, a name given to the devils by the rabbis. Exactly, because a devil is someone who also makes accusations. A complainant at law, especially Satan accuser, against one in the assembly. So someone that's going against you, either rightfully or wrongfully. And the accuser of the hopeful elect or the elect is automatically wrong. So Esau's setting the stage. And another part of the news, Trump at Trump Tower, a Tesla. So you already know Trump Tower, that's a product of the President of the United States, Donald Trump. And the Tesla Cybertruck was a product of the head of Dodge, Department of Government Efficiency, I believe, is headed by who? Elon Musk. So these two high-powered Edomites coincidentally had two other products together, and the Tesla exploded because it had fireworks in it, or whatever the angle they're going with. So this is letting you know that Esau, the Heavenly Father, is gonna have Esau bust a move, and the Heavenly Father is gonna bust some moves too, man. And here's one more thing I want to point out. Um, Now this is the spirit right here. This is heavy in the spirit. I watched this movie. It just came upon me, right? For whatever reason, it came upon me to watch a movie involving a mist or a fog, right? And the movie I chose was called The Mist by Stephen King. Is based, I believe, is based off one of Stephen King's books, novels. And in the movie, it's a mist. A mist comes from another realm, another dimension, and in the mist brings monsters, creatures never seen before, and these creatures go around eating people and all types of madness. And a lot of scriptures came to mind as I was watching this movie. And another thing that came to my mind is that Stephen King, if I'm not mistaken, or it was Edgar Allan Poe or Stephen King, one of them or both of them got their ability to come up with all these scenarios from dreams they had. So the Heavenly Father potentially was sending them dreams, man, of what was to come. You know, it's not the first time that the Heavenly Father worked with heathen, if they're even heathen, to see things. I forget the name of that one heathen that saw um what the Israelites had in store, and he was wishing that he was an Israelite. Forget his name. Um, so here's a few scriptures that came to mind um when I was watching this movie, The Mist. So here, I think it's in Wisdom of Solomon. Okay, Salakia, Second Ezra 13 and 31. And one shall undertake to fight against another. So this is war. One city against another. So this is going to be city. A city is going to fight another city. So you're going to have Dallas fight against Fort Worth, for example. Those are two cities extremely close to one another. They even call it the DFW, Dallas Fort Worth, because they're right up two cities, two major cities, essentially connected to each other. They can go to war over resources, and who knows. One place against another, one people against another. So this could be neighborhoods against a neighborhood against a neighborhood for water, food, resources, you know. And here's the main point right here. And one realm against another. One realm. So a realm would be what? You got the physical realm, you got the spiritual realm. So guess what? The spirits are gonna get active out here, man, and start plaguing these people. And people can't harm no spirits. Them spirits are gonna mow down these heathen, man, and these newly created creatures. The Heavenly Father is gonna make new creatures that never existed before to uh, chop down, to annihilate these people, and strike fear in their hearts. This is Wisdom of Solomon 11 and 18. Or unknown wild beasts. Unknown wild beasts. So we know about tigers. We know about elephants, polar bears, rattlesnakes, king cobras, lions. But guess what? These are unknown wild beasts full of rage. So they're going to be crashing out. They going to be looking for blood. Newly created. So these are going to be straight up fresh out the shop, man, from the Heavenly Father. Probably going to make them bulletproof, fireproof, you know, explosion proof. The Heavenly Father is going to turn it up, man, like these movies, man. Why do you think these horror movies even exist? Like what is it called? The Quiet Place, uh, The Mist, and all that. Now in The Mist, slight spoiler, some of them monsters could be taken out by guns. But guess what? The Heavenly Father's gonna make these animals bulletproof, man. Bring terror on these people. breathing out either a fiery vapor or filthy scents of scattered smoke or shooting horrible sparkles out of their eyes. So they gonna be turned all the way up, man. What is that? Superman? That X-ray vision or what's that other dude name? Uh, Dark Side with Omega beams, man. Imagine a fucking monster, an animal that you never seen before, and it starts shooting fire out of his mouth and fire out of his eyes, man. You're gonna be bugged the fuck out. You're gonna have a heart attack and die. And now here's the main point. Before I never heard of this until today, a couple hours ago actually, that there's a mist that's going around the world, specifically here in the U.S. and Canada. There's some type of mist that people are complaining about, and it apparently is causing some people to get sick. And I'm like, man, that's the spirit, because I just watched this movie about a mist, and now it's a actual mist that's actually making moves. Now I'm not saying that that mist is finna bring monsters or anything like that. I'm just saying that I'm just flowing through the spirit, making an observation. So that's the latest news, latest information that flowed in, starting off the new year. So let's wait and see what 2025 it has in store for this earth. And with that, I say shalom.